Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day so far. I wanted to just share a little bit about last weekend. So Dan and I took a trip to Tennessee for a couple of reasons. The first one is our daughter Hannah was moving into her own apartment for the first time, so we're helping her move. And it was my mom's 79th birthday. So while those were awesome things that we celebrated, there was also another milestone thing. It was my dad who got his first smartphone. Well, as you can imagine, for someone to get an iPhone in their late 70s, there are a lot of new things to learn. Like, for instance, knowing where the home button is. Being able to have it charged and have an Apple ID are things that we had to think about way before using it as a GPS and going on Facebook. So there were a lot of things to learn, and I realized that my dad, who I thought can do anything, was totally reliant on me to help him with this new technology, which was a kind of a cool thing, but also just a very different experience. And I mean, one of the things too is he didn't have a case, he didn't have a screen protector, and honestly, he didn't even realize that he needed those things. So I thought, well, we need to get you a screen protector and a case, and I will put it on for you because I'm not sure if you had to put it on, if it would go quite the way it needed to. So I was partly, to blame for wanting it to be perfect. So we talked about all kinds of different things. And throughout the couple days that we were there, he'd say, honey, how do I get out of this? I got into this somehow. I'm like, just push the home button. Okay. But thinking about charging and everything, I woke up on Friday morning, the morning we were supposed to go to Knoxville from my parents. It's about an hour and a half drive. And my phone was only charged to 19%. And I was like, oh no. I had like this fleeting thought, at first was like, I'm not going to have a phone to take pictures of this milestone thing. And I need to call her right before we get there. How am I going to do that? And so it was like totally crazy thinking because, number one, Dan also had a phone that we could use. But, I can't have my phone all day, and I was totally dependent on that, to realizing, okay, it was just the outlet, it was plugged in and just never charged. So everything was fine, but I realized how dependent I am on this phone that I have in my hand. Now, I don't know if any of you are like me. I'm sure some of you are. But, I think I thought about this phone as a parallel to our Christian lives. So you can have all the technology and all of the, you can go to church, you can have multiple versions of Bibles, you can even recite verses. But if the Bible sits on your shelf, it's about as useless as a phone that has a dead battery. Or you could have the technology and not know how to use it. So let's get plugged in and focus on our God, the simple thought of how much He loves us. So I encourage you to step back, recharge, reboot, refresh, and thinking about the God of the universe who created you individually loves you just the way that you are. And I might encourage you and challenge you today to change your ringtone so that now when you hear your ringtone, it reminds you of how much God loves you exactly for who you are. And also, if you don't know how to do that, Daddy, go to Settings and Sounds. Have a great day.